On May 29, 2026, Guangdong Province in southern China experienced significant adverse weather conditions characterized by heavy rainfall, localized windstorms, thunderstorms, and flooding. The province remained under the influence of a prolonged period of severe weather associated with the seasonal monsoon system affecting southern China. Warm and moisture-rich air flowing from the South China Sea interacted with unstable atmospheric conditions, producing widespread rain, strong thunderstorms, and elevated flood risks across Guangdong. Throughout May 29, 2026, meteorological authorities continued to monitor the severe weather situation and issued warnings related to heavy rain, flash floods, landslides, urban waterlogging, and strong thunderstorm winds. The rainfall affected numerous cities and counties across Guangdong, including coastal, inland, and mountainous areas. Many locations recorded moderate to heavy rainfall, while some districts experienced intense downpours, capable of causing flash flooding within a short period of time. The rainfall on 29 May formed part of a broader, severe weather episode that had been affecting southern China during the second half of May. Guangdong was among the provinces experiencing some of the heaviest precipitation totals during this period. Repeated bands of thunderstorms moved across the region, resulting in continuous rainfall and increasing the risk of flooding. The accumulation of rainfall over several days saturated the ground and reduced the ability of soil and drainage systems to absorb additional water. Flooding became one of the most significant impacts of the weather event. Rivers, streams, drainage channels, and urban stormwater systems were placed under increasing pressure as heavy rain continued to fall across the province. Floodwaters entered roads, residential communities, commercial districts, and agricultural areas in several locations. Urban flooding disrupted traffic flow, affected transportation services, and created hazardous conditions for residents. In some areas, authorities implemented emergency measures and issued public safety advisories to reduce risks associated with rising water levels. The flood risk on May 29, 2026, was intensified by the cumulative effect of earlier rainfall events that had already affected Guangdong during May. Because the ground was saturated, additional rainfall generated rapid surface runoff, increasing the likelihood of flash floods and waterlogging. Emergency management agencies closely monitored rivers and reservoirs, while local governments coordinated preparedness and response measures. Flood prevention efforts included inspections of infrastructure, monitoring of vulnerable locations, and readiness for emergency evacuations where necessary. In addition to heavy rainfall and flooding, Guangdong also experienced localized windstorm conditions on May 29, 2026. Although no major typhoon made landfall in the province on that date, severe thunderstorms generated strong and sometimes damaging wind gusts. These windstorms were associated with convective weather systems that developed within the rain bands, affecting the region. Thunderstorm winds were capable of damaging trees, temporary structures, signs, utility lines, and other exposed infrastructure. The windstorm activity was accompanied by lightning, heavy rain, and rapidly changing weather conditions. Residents in affected areas were advised to remain alert and avoid unnecessary travel during periods of severe weather. Strong gusts reduced visibility in some locations and increased the potential for transportation disruptions. Weather authorities continued to issue updates and warnings, as storm cells moved across different parts of the province. The meteorological conditions responsible for the weather event were linked to seasonal monsoon circulation over southern China. Moisture transported from the South China Sea combined with atmospheric instability to create favorable conditions for repeated thunderstorm development. This weather pattern produced extensive cloud cover, periods of torrential rainfall, and localized windstorms across Guangdong. Such conditions are common during the annual rainy season, but can become particularly hazardous when heavy precipitation persists over several consecutive days.
雨越来越大了，都不停了。
小都不来了，那个是我的，小心点的，我的车在哪？跟村说。心碎了，看这个视频。
On May 29th, 2026, Guangdong Province remained under heightened alert because of the continuing threat posed by heavy rainfall, flooding, and thunderstorm-related windstorms. Authorities emphasized the importance of monitoring weather forecasts and avoiding flood-prone areas. The combination of saturated ground conditions, ongoing rainfall, and strong convective storms created a complex weather situation requiring continuous observation and emergency preparedness. Weather authorities continued to monitor conditions across Guangdong on May 29th, 2026, and warned that additional rainfall could increase flood risks in vulnerable areas. Residents were advised to follow official weather updates and take necessary safety precautions. Overall, 29th May 2026 was marked by widespread rainfall, localized windstorms, and significant flood-related hazards across Guangdong Province, China. Heavy precipitation, strong thunderstorm winds, and flooding impacts affected multiple communities and highlighted the challenges associated with the annual monsoon season in southern China. The event formed part of a larger regional severe weather episode and demonstrated the importance of flood management, weather monitoring, and emergency response measures in protecting lives and infrastructure. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.